Hello, folks, and hope everyone's well and safe. So, we are going to do a brief little summary review of what I had come in yesterday. I have given it a bit of time to acclimatize and looked it over a little bit more well. Let me just turn this up a teeny weeny bit more. So, let's look at the instrument itself. As you can see here, as well as let me pull that out of the way a little bit. There we go, not so bad now. So, here we have the Harley Benton. As you can see, my messy mess in the reflection of the guitar. This is the Harley Benton R-457BK Progressive Series 7-string guitar. This is the lowest, cheapest 7-string on Thoman's website, as well as out there currently in the market. And we will be finding it later, or more so, myself will be finding it later, how good it actually is. Now, don't mind the smudge marks. I actually did clean this up. So, let me quickly summarize again. This is the cheapest 7-string instrument on the market so far. I don't know of any other companies that have made a cheaper 7-string guitar, but needless to say, when you're talking around 170 Canadian, or about, I think it's 140 US for one of these, to get you into the 7-string line of instruments, to even figure out if you even can play 7-string well or have an interest in continuing to go 7 strings. These are the instruments to get. And I must say, I actually do like the instrument. I do like the look of the instrument. I have given it a cleanup, even though you can see the smudges. Again, that's the other bad thing with gloss black, is the smudges and fingerprints. In regards to the condition of this instrument, how I received it, as people seen in the unboxing video, it was in pretty bad looking shape. I didn't think that the instrument was going to be good, but it was. After a further inspection and a cleaning, let's talk about the issues so far, or nitpicky things. There is a small teeny weeny spot right here, as well as one, you probably will not be able to see it well, but just right up there, a teeny weeny ding. Beyond that, there is absolutely nothing wrong with the actual physicalness of the body, and the neck has a very nice satin finish to it, and is, like, I would suggest it to be a thin D, very similar to an Ibanez neck, like a wizard neck. Very, very similar. The only thing I've done with this guitar is, again, taken the plastics off the pickups and off the truss rod cover on the headstock. Given it a clean down and given a clean off and clean down with some Dunlop guitar cleaner and polish cleaner. And I actually gave the fretboard a little bit of a beeswax / lemon oil. Feed and wax is the stuff it's called. I believe it was suggested by, I think, Will Galvin of Will's Easy Guitars about using it to do rosewood and ebony fingerboards. So the fretboard is nice and clean. I inspected the frets. The frets do not seem to be frets don't seem to be gritty, as in usually when you're buying the cheaper instruments they usually need to have a nice polish. These frets are actually polished, so that was a bonus. Other things about the instrument as well too, while I'm holding it up and before I get into the specific details, when I did the fretboard I actually loosened the strings and re-tightened the strings. I then checked them with the I believe it's the Sanyo quartz tuner that I got, so it's very, very accurate. And this is again surprising considering it came one day shipped from Germany. The guitar in the first place was in tune. No frets were out of whack. And the bridge was already perfectly set for intonation. So it was primo right out of the box. The knobs themselves here have a nice little bit of feel to them, so they're not easy turning per se. Both the volume and the tone. I believe there is no coil tap. Nope. The three-way switch is feels relatively solid, but there is a little bit of play in the center position, as you can see here. Just a little bit. Beyond that, this guitar came literally playable out of the box. I played it a teeny weeny bit because I'm still not exactly sure how or what to play on a 7-string yet, so after this video I'm going to attempt to do so with the PV Viper VIP 2, which actually is designed for extended range instruments. So I will be going USB into the PC, into the latest version of OBS, and recording that, and I will be uploading it after this. Thoughts on this guitar? As many of the reviewers have said on Thoman's actual website itself, this is more guitar than what it's worth. Like, when I was looking again at 7-string guitars, I was looking at Schecter's, I was looking at the Ibanez entry model that is currently the current entry model, as well as the previous ones. I did actually play a similar Ibanez entry model 7-string, and the quality of this is not too far off that, and that 7-string is considered a $500 to $600 7-string guitar. Now, what would I say are nitpicky things about this guitar? Um, Start at the headstock, and we'll start with that. The tuning heads, as you can see here, look pretty damn small. So, to me, that would be kind of a little thing. The tuners themselves, out of the 7, I believe there are maybe 3 that seem to take a little bit more time before they actually start to actually move the string to wrap around the bridge. Otherwise, all the rest of them, if I'm more specifically, I think it's basically the top 3 were a little slacky, and this and the other treble side 3 were right spot on. So they don't seem, either way, they don't seem to play slip out of tune when you play it and bend a string. So let me just put the guitar on for this last little part. Now, this is the only other issue I have with this guitar, and I will tell you, this is a common issue for me for what I can see on all the low level Harley Benton guitars. And Harley Benton, I believe I have told you this at least once before, and I will tell you again. Move away from these small frets on the cheaper instruments. Like the frets on the Delta Blues style acoustic I have are vintage frets and very, very thin. These, I guess, are supposed to be jumbo? Well, no, not jumbo. They must be medium jumbo, but let me tell you, on a fretboard like this, I think you really do need to have jumbo frets. Again, like I said, 3-way switch plays fine. The volume and tone work fine. The output of these pickups is not bad. I will say that in my experiences through the Bugera G5, I noticed the neck pickup was a little muddy. In both position it sounds good, and in the bridge it sounds really good. So that would be probably my little nitpicky aspect of this guitar, is some of the tuners being a little funky, a little out of whack. Should have larger, like jumbo fret wire on the frets. Beyond that, and the neck pickup being a little muddy and not very clear. Beyond that, though, for 180 Canadian, can't go wrong for a 7-string guitar. You're not going to find 170 Canadian like 7-string guitar on the market at all. So that's where Toman with the Harley Benton brand actually really steps it up. And I also like the look of the guitar. It's kind of cool, these shapes, these curves it has to the body. It's not bad. Again, the headstock, as I said to Ben Coombs, has the almost EVH French fry wooden fork stick thing look to it, but it doesn't look too bad. Overall, I mean, as long as you're not going to try to be a professional 7-stringer, where you'd probably want to go Ibanez, Schecter, or maybe some other company. Probably not. Otherwise, nothing wrong with this guitar. Nice access. Good feel in the hands. And to finish this off, let me read you the specs from Tolman's own site. Okay, color is black, obvious. Basswood body, maple neck, blackwood fingerboard, 24 frets. 24 medium jumbo frets. 350 millimeter fretboard radius, which I believe is 14 inch radius. Offset dot fretboard inlays. Speed D neck profile, which again I said has a D Ibanez kind of feel to it. So if you actually like the Ibanez necks, you probably would enjoy playing the neck on this. Scale 648 millimeters. The net width itself is 48 millimeter. A new bone nut. Dual action truss rod, 24 medium jumbo frets, 2 high gain humbuckers, 1 volume, 1 tone, 3-way selector switch, black hardware, deluxe die cast tuning machines. The string strength says EX Works is apparently 9 for the high E to 54 for the B. So 9, 11, 16, 24, 32, 42, and then 54. Color is a high gloss black. It has a similar to hip shot style bridge, which was also another big reason why I wanted to go for this guitar, was the hip shot style bridge versus most of the other companies have did their own versions of it. So with that said, going on 18 minutes here, thank you for my little quick review and go over of the Harley Benton R-457BK Progressive. Take care, everyone, and bye for now.